There's a silent killer most people don't even realize is holding them back. And no, it's not the economy. It is not AI replacing jobs either. It is something far more personal. It has killed funding opportunities for entrepreneurs. It has blocked promotions for professionals. It has silenced students in interviews and class presentations. And it has left brilliant people unnoticed, unheard, and underestimated. What is it? It is the ability to command attention when it matters the most. I've seen it cost people dream jobs, business deals, scholarships, and leadership opportunities. And I've also seen one simple skill completely change everything. It is the difference between being ignored and becoming unforgettable. Between watching others take opportunities and stepping up to claim them yourself. And if you've ever felt nervous before speaking, struggled to get your words out, or wished you could own a room effortlessly, I need you to hear me. Because today, I am going to show you exactly how to fix it. You see, most people think the reason they struggle with public speaking is because they are just not naturally good at it. They believe confidence is something you either have or you don't. But let me tell you something it is not. It is a skill, and just like any other skill, it can be learned, practiced, and mastered. I am a very good example of that. I wasn't born a public speaker. In fact, I was the exact opposite. For most of my life, the thought of speaking in front of a crowd made my stomach flip. And I hated how my voice shook when people stared at me. I hated how my heart pounded so hard and I could barely think straight. And worst part is, I hated knowing I had something to say, but not the confidence to say it. Then came the moment that changed everything. I was at an award event. My name was called. All I had to do was walk up, smile, take my award, and leave. Simple, right? But then came the curveball. Judy, would you like to say a few words? I panicked. I froze. My mind went completely blank. Every person in the room was waiting, expecting something, but I couldn't do it. I mumbled, "I'll pass," and walked off. That moment haunted me because deep down, I knew my fear had just cost me something. And if I don't fix it, it would keep costing me opportunities, respect, and my own belief in myself. Then came Miss Miriam, one of the event organizers. She saw what happened, and instead of letting me shrink into the background, she pulled me aside and whispered, "Go up there and give a great speech, and I'll make it worth your while." I was a broke student at the time, so free money sounded like a pretty good deal. So, still shaking, I walked towards the stage, and I was 100% convinced I was about to embarrass myself in front of everyone. Then Miss Miriam stopped me. She leaned in and taught me one simple trick that changed everything. It was a technique called box breathing, a way to slow my heart rate and calm my nerves before speaking. She told me, 1, inhale through your nose for 4 seconds. 2, hold for another 4 seconds. 3, inhale slowly for 4 seconds. 4, hold again after the exhale for 4 seconds. And finally, repeat 4 to 5 times. I tried it. And slowly my heart stopped racing. My mind stopped spinning. And when I grabbed the mic and started speaking, my words just flowed. Not only did I get through the speech, I actually made the audience laugh. I connected. And that moment changed everything for me. Later, I found out that Miss Miriam was a speech coach. No wonder she worked magic. She became my mentor, and I soaked up everything she taught me. And I made a decision that day. Just like she helped me battle my fear, I was going to help others battle theirs. Today, I've helped founders, engineers, media personnels, executives, and of course students break free from their fear of speaking and finally own the room. One story I always like to tell is Elsie's. Elsie built an amazing business. She had the numbers, she had the products, she had the investors willing to fund her. But every time she sat across from them, her confidence crumbled. She stammered through the meetings, avoided questions, and accepted whatever they offered because she was too afraid to ask more. She was scrolling through LinkedIn one day and she saw one of my posts. Fear is keeping you from actualizing your dream. That was the name of the post. And that hit home for her. And after checking out a couple more posts, she decided she was tired of letting fear hold her back. So, she reached out sometime in January 2024. And after her consultation, I diagnosed her case to be severe fear of judgment and glossophobia, aka fear of public speaking. I knew exactly how to approach her situation. So, we got to work inside the Speak 10 Times Better program. 1 month later, Elsie walked into a boardroom, a different woman. She arranged the meeting on her own terms. She made her case without hesitation. And this time, she asked for exactly what she needed. And in the words of one of her investors, we thought she would never ask. Today, Elsie of Radiance Glow Co. has done over $250,000 in sales and finally feels in control of her own business again. And it's not just Elsie. I worked with Ethan. Ethan is a senior software engineer at Microsoft. Had brilliant ideas but always got drowned out in the meetings by his colleagues. People overlooked him because his voice lacked confidence, of course. And after the Speak 10 Times Better program, he learned how to own his space, project authority, and articulate his ideas with clarity. Today, he commands respect in every room he enters. Kemi, a media professional, was on the verge of losing her job because she struggled to connect with her audience. 10 weeks into the Speak 10 Times program, my program, she became one of the most recognized voices on air and her career skyrocketed. Different people, different industries, same transformation. Because confidence isn't something you're born with. It is something you build. And if you're ready to finally own your voice, Speak 10 Times Better program is where you should start. You see, most public speaking courses teach you how to talk. But talking isn't enough, of course, because here's the truth. Nobody remembers a speaker who just gets through a presentation. They remember the one who owns the room. In just 12 weeks, I take you through a step-by-step process that transforms you into a speaker who doesn't just sound good, but someone people stop and listen to. And no, this isn't some boring watch a bunch of videos and take notes program. You're going to train like a speaker. How? By mastering 3 key areas. The first is what I like to call the do it phase. You can't become a powerful speaker by just watching someone else do it. You need a real world practice. So you'll deliver live presentations inside our sessions, get real-time coaching to fix your weakness on the spot, and learn exactly how to structure your words so they land every single time. Then next, we move to the know it phase. Have you noticed how some people just hold attention effortlessly? This is because great speaking isn't random. It follows a science. So in this stage, I'll show you how to command attention from the first word, how to structure your speech so it keeps people hooked, and how to make sure your message sticks long after you've left the stage. And then there's a third and most important area, and it's called the own it phase. The biggest reason people struggle with public speaking is, of course, fear. They keep asking themselves, what if I mess up? What if they judge me? What if I don't just have it in me? I'm going to shut that voice up in you. You also learn how to control stage fright using battle-tested techniques. You rewire your mindset, so confidence becomes a second nature. You walk into any room and own the space before you even open your mouth. This isn't a theory, it's not generic either. or a one-size-fits-all course. This is real coaching, real progress, and real results. And unlike other programs that dumps a bunch of information on you and sends you on your way, I keep you accountable with 1, a daily voice and feedback system. And if you stammer or struggle with clarity, you send me a 1-minute voice note every single day. I analyze them and give you a feedback and track your progress in real time. 2, one-on-one coaching. This isn't a cookie cutter course. Everything is personalized to you, your strengths, and your challenges. 3, training from anywhere. Speak 10 times better is mostly online anyway, so you can train from anywhere. But for select clients, we arrange hybrid in-person coaching sessions. By the time we're done, you won't just speak better. You will own every room you walk into. This is your chance to transform the way that you communicate forever. Now, you'll probably have some big questions running through your mind, like, what if I have a busy schedule? I get it. You're juggling a business, a job, a packed calendar. That's why the Speak 10 Times Better program is designed with flexibility in mind. You don't have to clear an entire week. Sessions are structured to fit your availability. The practical exercises I give you can be worked into your daily routine. No fluff, just focused, high-impact training that gets results. And because you're getting one-on-one coaching, there is no pressure to keep up with a group. We move at your own pace. And bottom line is, if you can spare 10 to 15 minutes a day, you can do this. Now, another question is, what if I'm a complete beginner? Well, perfect. That means you haven't picked up any bad habits yet. No prior experience, no problem. I'll meet you exactly where you are and build you up step by step. I've worked with clients who started with 0 public speaking experience. Now, they lead teams, pitch investors, and own rooms like pros. You do not need to be naturally confident. Confidence is built, and I'll show you how. How fast will I see results, you may ask? Look, I won't give you a fake instant results promise. Public speaking is a skill, but a skill you can improve fast if you put in the work. Most of my students see a noticeable boost in their confidence, clarity, and delivery within the first few weeks. The secret? Consistency. You see results as fast as you're willing to apply what I teach. And the more you practice, the faster your transformation. Now, the last question you may ask is this program for me? Well, I'll be straight with you. The Speak 10 Times Better program isn't for everybody, especially if you are expecting to transform overnight without putting in the effort, or you hate feedback and constructive criticism, or thirdly, you expect to memorize the script, and I don't train robotic speakers. I'll help you develop your authentic voice. But if you're ready to put in the work and commit to becoming a powerful speaker, then you're at the right place. So, what next, you may ask? If you've made it this far, you already know this is something you need to fix. So here's what to do next. Click the link below. You answer a few quick questions to see if this program is the right fit for you. And if it is, you get access to book a call with me. Then we'll have a real conversation about where you're at, what's holding you back, and how we can fix it. And just so you know, if you join this program and you don't see real changes in the first month, you get your money back. And the best part, I'll keep working with you until you get the results, because I don't believe in letting my students fail. But I don't take on everyone. I work with a small number of clients at a time to make sure each person gets attention they need. So, if you're serious about this, don't just put it off. And don't let fear or hesitation continue to hold you back. Take the first step towards transforming the way that you speak forever. Click the link and let's get started.